In this video, I'm going to talk about what it costs to buy a home in the western suburbs of Chicago. Stay tuned to find out. What is happening, everybody? This is Austin Weiss. I'm a local realtor right here in the Chicagoland area. In this video, I'm going to talk about the affordability of homes right here in the western suburbs of Chicago. And I have so many videos coming your way about the Chicagoland area, all about what it's like to eat, live, and play right here in the Chicago metro. So make sure to subscribe and tap that little bell so you're notified every single time I have a new video. And make sure to leave a comment down below. If there's a video topic you'd like to know more about, I'd love to hear from you. I have had quite a few people reach out to me about moving to the Chicagoland area or moving from Chicago out to the suburbs, and I absolutely love helping people. So if you're thinking about making a move anywhere in the Chicagoland area, make sure to give me a call, send me an email, or shoot me a text. I would love to hear from you and help you in any way possible. All right, one of the top questions I've received from people is what the heck homes cost here in the Chicago suburbs, how much the payments will be per month, how much money to put down for a house, while still being in a location that fits all their lifestyle needs. So let's jump right into it. Okay, I just wanted to give you a market snapshot of the Chicagoland area and the different price points. I'm not going to cover the dozens of suburbs there are. I'm just going to hit on a few that I've sold homes in, lived in, and have visited before. So starting out in the far western suburbs, you have Aurora, Plainfield, Bolingbrook, and Naperville. The average price points vary. Bolingbrook and Aurora are going to be in that low $200,000 to mid $200,000 price point range. Plainfield is about $300,000. Naperville is $482,000. This is for single family detached homes only, so that excludes condos and townhouses. As you go to the north, you have the Tri-Cities of St. Charles, Geneva, and Batavia right here. Those three cities are going to range from about $320,000 to the mid 360s. I was out here actually showing homes. This is a really cool area along the river. As you move to the east and get closer to the city, you're going to touch on Wheaton, Glen Ellen, Lombard, and Downers Grove. A drive from this area, you're probably going to be looking at about 45 minutes to an hour with moderate traffic, and of course the train lines run to all those cities as well. Wheaton and Glen Ellen are going to be right around $400,000 average price point. Lombard's going to be the lowest at $285,000, and Downers Grove's at about $335,000. Heading further east to the city, this is one of the most expensive areas in the western suburbs, if not the most. Elmhurst, Oakbrook, Hinsdale, and LaGrange. Elmhurst is the lowest price point at $442,000. LaGrange is the mid 500s. Oakbrook's at a whopping $710,000, and Hinsdale is at $890,000. So as you get even closer to the city, and I will zoom in one more time, Oak Park, River Forest, and Forest Park, as well as Riverside. Riverside and Oak Park are at about $440,000. Forest Park is at the low end of $284,000, and River Forest is at $700,000 average price point. The really cool thing about this website, which I will link below, is that if you zoom in a little bit, you can see these blue outlines, and it breaks down each town into individual neighborhoods. And if you actually click on it and then go to a separate web page about that specific neighborhood, it breaks down the market stats, what there is to do in that neighborhood, walkability scores, schools, and places to go visit and eat. And it's really, really cool. So I will link that below for you guys to browse on your own. Okay, how much house you can actually afford is based on several factors. Some of the main ones are your income, your credit score, and your debt to income ratio. I'm actually planning to do a collaboration video with a local lender right here in Illinois, and they can tell you all about the different loan programs specifically for Illinois, and they'll go into more details of what your credit scores should look like, what your debt to income ratio and incomes need to be in order to qualify for certain programs. If you are planning to move here from either out of the country or from out of state and you're worried that you'll never qualify for a loan for, I don't know, a year or two, no worries. All you would need to do to qualify for a loan here in the state of Illinois, even if you don't have any payroll history with your new company, is just get a letter of intent or a letter of compensation from your new company, and I can connect you with a bank here in Illinois that would be able to use that letter in order to qualify you for a mortgage. Okay, the next thing I want to do is just give you an idea of the monthly payment breakdown for homes at $150,000, $250,000, $350,000, and $450,000. Not only for mortgage and interest payments, but also for private mortgage insurance if you're putting less than 20% down, homeowners insurance, and real estate taxes here in Illinois. All right, I'm on one of my favorite resources, mortgagecalculator.com. It's got a ton of awesome resources such as the overall payment over the life of the loan up here at the top. We're looking at the $150,000 price point breakdown of home purchase. So I just put in 10% down, an even interest rate of 4% over 30 years at roughly property tax of $4,500. You're going to be paying mortgage insurance because you're not putting 20% down, which I will touch on in the next clip in this video. Homeowners insurance is at an even $1,000. So you're looking at roughly a payment just under $1,200 a month. If you are renting, it is straight sunk cost. You're paying off someone else's mortgage. You could buy a house at $150,000 and be building your own equity. So keep that in mind if you are renting watching this video. Moving on to a $250,000 house purchase, I kept everything the same. The only thing I changed was the property tax, because of course that will go up. You're buying more house. You're going to be at roughly $1,751, and again, that's only at a 10% down payment. At a $350,000 house, you're going to be right around $2,343 for your overall payment per month. And then for a $450,000 house, you're going to be just over $3,000. If you were to switch your down payment to 20% and you don't have PMI, then when you hit that 20% threshold and you recalculate, it changes to almost $2,635, which is nearly $400 less. So that just gives you a quick snapshot of what you'd be paying per month. If you go back to my website, there's also a mortgage payment on each individual property that you click on, and there's also, you can get quotes for Keller Mortgage and Keller Covered, which are fantastic tools. Keller Mortgage, there's zero lender fees, zero origination fees, $1,000 back at closing with any loan over $150,000. Keller Covered just came out about 60 days ago from the timing of this filming of this video. It'll give you quotes on a couple dozen different insurance programs and whatever best fits your needs and what you're looking for. All right, one common misperception I hear from people is that you need 20% down in order to buy a house at all. And that's totally untrue. Actually, most of the offers I receive on my listings are in that 5 to 10% range. You can actually put as little as 3% down on a house. If you do decide to put less than 20% down on a house, you will be paying what's called private mortgage insurance along with your mortgage and interest payment each and every month. And that's really going to depend on your loan to value ratio and your credit score, along with a couple other factors. So if you're curious about loan programs that you'd qualify for without putting 20% down, make sure to reach out to me and I can connect you with a local lender here in the Chicagoland area. Another concern I hear from people is, well, if we don't put 20% down, is our offer still going to be competitive? And I would say absolutely yes. There are other things that you can do with your offer to make it competitive, and that's where my expertise comes in. So if you're curious to know how to make a competitive offer with only putting down 5 or 10%, definitely make sure to reach out to me and I'll share what I know from my experience. Now for the fun stuff, property tax and homeowners insurance. Whoop, whoop. Okay, property tax here in Illinois will definitely vary based on where you're purchasing and the size of the lot and the amenities the house has to offer. It should be somewhere in that 1.5% to 2.5% range, again, depending on where you're purchasing and what you're purchasing. Homeowners insurance should be somewhere around $100 a month. If you're buying a gargantuan house, it will definitely be more than that. If you're buying something a little bit smaller, it could be less than that. So that's going to also depend on where you're purchasing and your credit score, and also what type of policy you're looking for. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about the cost of buying a house here in the western suburbs of Chicago. So if you absolutely love this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and show me some support by subscribing. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave me a comment down below. I love getting comments and answering and helping people in any way possible. If you are thinking about making a move from the city out to the suburbs, or making a move anywhere here in Chicagoland, if you're moving from out of state or out of country, You can definitely give me a ring on the phone. You can shoot me a text or send me an email. I'm here days, nights, weekends, and I love helping people. I love answering your questions. And until next time, see you guys later.